So the conflict of that series is that this man does not want to have children. He does not want to sire an heir because of what his father did to him. Now, the resolution, the solution, the end of it was that he eventually decided to have children. After so many ups and downs, he decided to have children at the end. Now, take a look at it, the conflict and the resolution. The conflict and the resolution. So, while the conflict is going on, the center of it, the end of it was about fixing the conflict, the resolution. Take a look at Bridgerton season 2. You see the Bridgerton season 2. The main character, he wants to marry, he wants to have children, but he doesn't want to marry for love. He does not want love to have a place in his marriage. Love is his problem. Marriage is not his own problem. Having children is not his own problem. In fact, he wanted to marry for the purpose of having children. But what he has issues with is that he does not want to marry for love. He does not want love to have a place in his marriage. So that is the conflict. He wants to marry, but not for love. He does not want a love match. Now, the resolution was that he finally married for love. And you will see how the emphasis was placed towards the end of the movie, how it was, the emphasis was shown. Now, when he proposed to the lady he loved at first, he did not propose to the lady at first out of love. He said because they had something to do together and he felt that it is an honorable thing for him to propose to the lady since they've had something together. The lady said no. So until, despite all he tried, despite everything, despite the whole of the conflict, the drama that happened, he was eventually brought to that point where he proposed to the lady because he loved her, because he wanted a life that suits both of them, and he did it because he loved her. So the conflict was, I don't want to marry for love. I want to marry, I want to have children, but I don't want to fall in love. I don't want love to have a place in my marriage. And the resolution was he eventually married for love. So that is one thing I learned in that series. So when you watch series or movies, watch to learn something. Nobody knows it all. And the people that work on these projects, they are people who have gone ahead. So they are people who definitely you can learn something from them. So watch movies or series to learn. It does not matter the genre. There's no industry that I cannot say that this is what I have learned from them. A lot. There's no industry that I cannot say that this is what I've learned from them. Nollywood, Hollywood, Korean movies, Bollywood, anything. Now take a look at, okay, for a movie like Jagun Jagun, I love that movie. I love it so much. I love it so much. Now, one thing I learned about Jagun Jagun, one of the things I liked about it, apart from the fact that I like a lot of things about Jagun Jagun, I love the dialogue. Jagun Jagun's dialogue was tight. It was amazing. It was intentional. It has there was playing with words, there was proverbs, it was infused with a lot of literary features. So you will see that every of the diction, the choice of word in Jagun Jagun was intentional. Look at examples. Mo wá sílé ológun láti lè fi ogún kọ́ bí wọ́n ṣe ń jagun kémi náà lè di ológun láyé. And take a look at words like that. So I like the dialogue in Jagunjagun. The dialogue was amazing. The use of proverbs, the playing with words, the dialogue was tight. Apart from a lot of things are really nice in that movie, but the dialogue for me was everything. I'm so in love with the dialogue. I'm so in love with the dialogue. So when you watch movies or TV series, there is absolutely a lot to learn from it. I cannot begin to count how much I have learned from all the movies I have watched. There is no industry that I have not learned something from. Even from Korean movies. Well, a movie like Boys Over Flower, I learned a lot from Boys Over Flower. I learned a lot that can help me do better with my writing from Boys Over Flower. Indian movies, anything. So when you watch movies, learn from other people. Nobody is an island of knowledge. Nobody knows it all. Nobody is an island of knowledge. Nobody is perfect. Nobody knows how to do everything. So when you watch movies, watch to learn. Learn from people. Learn from people. Let their writing impact you. So as a writer, watch to entertain. Fine, it's good to be entertained. We are all here to be entertained. But don't only watch to entertain. Learn also. Learn. learn. There is definitely one or two things. No matter how good or bad a script is, there is something to learn. There is something to learn to do. There is something to learn not to do. There's something to learn to do. There's something to learn not to do to it. So I learned that thing in the director's interview that okay, so there are movies that these things might be like compulsory, like it might be needed, and there are movies where they are absolutely not necessary. So some movies will teach you what to do. You will learn what to do from some movies or TV series. There are some that will teach you what not to do at all. That once you see it, you will learn from it that okay, I will never try this thing in my writing. So watch others, learn from others. Don't be master of criticism. I know this thing is quite common among writers. When they see other people's work, even from the first scene, they have like 1,000 corrections to make. They have like 1,000,000 criticism. They have like 20 things that they think the writer should have done better. No, don't do that. Watch to learn from them. No matter who the writer is, watch to learn. Now, the next thing I would like to talk about Next thing I would like to talk about is reading. As a writer, you need to read. You need to read. Read as many as possible books you have to read because idea is not new. There is no idea that is new. Ideas come from ideas. Ideas birth ideas. So nothing is new under heaven. Everything that is being created as movies today or TV series today is similar to something. So no series or movie is entirely new on its own. There is a similarity somewhere. So that is to tell you that ideas are not new. It's just being recreated. So read books. Read as many as possible books you want to read. Get ideas. Get ideas from books, from anything around you. Get ideas. Ideas are not new. No matter how amazing a movie is or a series is, it's not new. I can list different movies that are similar to different movies. There are lists of movies that are similar to each other. Am I saying they copied each other? No, I'm not saying they copied each other. What I am saying is that there is nothing new under heaven. That idea that is coming to your head, someone has done it before. That idea that you're having, someone has written about it before, someone has shot it before. So read, explore these books, explore explore them, read, get ideas, be open to other people's work. Now, there's something I used to do. I don't know if I'm the only one that do this. When I watch a movie or a series and I heard that the movie was adopted from a book, I still go back to read that book. I don't know if I'm the only one that do it. When I watch a series or a book and I heard it was adopted from, okay, when I watch a series or a movie and I heard it was adopted from a book, I go back to read that book because I want to learn something from it. I want to learn how they were able to convert the book to the script. For a movie like Bridgerton, I heard, okay, I've seen Bridgerton before knowing that it's a book. So after seeing it, I went to read it from book one to book four. For a movie like for a movie like Podak, I read the book. Most of the times, the moment I just find out that okay, Outlander, I read the book. The moment I just found out that okay, even Election Oba, the moment I found out that okay, Election Oba was adopted from Wole Soyinka's book, The King's Horseman, I read the book. That is how to get better. That is how to equip yourself. So when I learned that a series was adopted from a book, I'll go and read the book. When I heard Election was adopted from The King's Horseman, written by Wole Soyinka, I still went to read it. Now, why do I do this? Because I want to learn how to adopt a book from a script, to a script, how to convert it to a script. Definitely, as a writer, you will know that when a book is being adopted, you don't copy and paste. There are things to remove, there are things to be added. So I want to learn it. I want to know how to do it. Now, you don't use all the dialogue. A book can have as many as possible dialogue. A book can have a long dialogue and you just read it. But a movie cannot have too long dialogue. Else, the audience will get bored. A scene of a book can be so long. Sometimes when you are reading, you will see that just a scene, you are still reading it in 5 pages. It does not have any problem. There is no problem with that when it comes to a book. But a scene, imagine watching a scene of a movie and the scene is 3 minutes long. Everybody will bash the writers and the directors. So you have to learn how to adopt it into a movie. Now, you have to learn how to be able to work on the dialogue. The dialogue of a of a book can be long, but you cannot do that for a movie. The dialogue cannot be too much, else your audience will get bored. Another thing is that a book cannot be adopted directly, like just the way it is written. There are some events, there are some actions that are suitable for a book, but might not be suitable for a movie or for a series. So you have to learn how to adopt it. You have to learn how to make the changes. You have to learn how to improvise, how to be creative with it. You cannot just do copy and paste. It does not work like that. You cannot just do copy and paste for adapting a book to a series or to a movie. It does not work like that. So you have to learn these things. And I'm happy I've been doing these things for some times now. And one thing about book and movies is that a book can have as many as possible scenes. It can have as many as possible scenes. But a movie has limited number of scenes that it can have. Imagine people watching a movie and the movie is about 3 or 4 hours. A movie, people will get bored. So you don't adopt all the scenes in a book and put them in a movie. No. So you have to be able to know how to do this, how to make the changes, how to do some additions, how to remove. I remember when someone told me to help her adopt her book to a script, to help her change her book. She has already written the book. So she hired me to help her convert it to a script for a movie. And I'm telling you, it's not an easy job. It was so difficult. At first, I was like, okay, Shebi, the story is already on ground. It's just for me to make little changes. Then we are done. It didn't work like that. It was a difficult thing. Difficult. It was not easy. First, I had to read and read and read and read the book to make sure I absorb it. And even working with the dialogues, sometimes you're even confused that, okay, this one, should I write it in exterior or interior? Now, what's going on here? So it's not an easy thing to do, but doing these things makes you better. For someone like me, it has really worked for me. So it has really worked for me. It helped me to know how to adopt a book. In fact, even if you want to adopt other people's book after paying them for their book, it will help you to know how to do it. So read books, read as many as possible books. Ideas can be gotten from anywhere. Ideas can be gotten from anywhere. Ideas are not restricted to a particular thing. Ideas can be gotten. Anything can be your muse. Anything can bring about the idea. You don't adopt all the scenes in a book and put them in a movie. No. So you have to be able to know how to do this, how to make the changes, how to do some additions, how to remove. And another thing I want to say, which is still related to reading books to get ideas, watching movies to get ideas, give attention to your environment. A lot of things are going on around that may be an amazing scene. Even if there are things that are going on around that if you put them, even if it's a one scene in a movie, it will make sense. So give attention to your environment. Don't be don't be unaware of your environment. Give attention to your environment. You can get ideas from what is going on in your environment. From what is going on in the environment, you can get ideas. Ideas can flow from things happening in your environment. Ideas can flow. So give attention to your environment. People like to say this about artists, that artists give attention to details. I don't think only artists should give attention to details. I think even writers should give attention to details. So don't be insensitive about your environment. Give attention to your environment. Your environment, the things happening in your environment can be an idea for you. Ideas can come from the things, even the minutest thing in your environment, ideas can come from it. Someone made a post sometimes ago that you cannot keep a secret with a writer, that you just see your secret in a movie. It may be true. Anything is an idea. That does not mean we writers don't know how to keep secrets. We do know how to keep secrets. I'm just saying that anything is an idea. You can get an idea from anywhere, from anywhere. So don't be insensitive. Don't be blind. Don't be blind to your environment. Don't be blind to the people around you. Now, some writers think that watching movies is the only way they can get ideas from. No, you can get ideas from anywhere. You can get ideas from movies. You can get ideas from things going on around you. You can get ideas from books. You can get ideas from other people. Other people's life can inspire you.